In tonight's Extra, what lies beneath the sea? A story from the depths of the Atlantic that has gone untold for more than half a century. A U.S. warship that sank during World War II and lay forgotten just 80 miles off the New Jersey coast without anyone knowing about it. Bill Evans has the story.
It began as a voyage to the bottom of the ocean. It turned into a trip back in time.
This is a story I hate to talk about. It bothers me, you know.
And a story rarely spoken of, the tale of the USS Murphy, a highly decorated World War II destroyer with a hidden past. Perhaps it never would have surfaced had it not been for New Jersey diver Dan Kroll and members of his dive team exploring the area. And from the men who were witnesses to the Murphy's fate 60 years ago, its surviving crew.
A lot of them have no idea what actually happened that night, so it's become a quest of mine to help explain to these guys what happened.
October 20th, 1943. The USS Murphy was leaving New York Harbor when it accidentally collided with a tanker, cutting it in two and causing the bow section to sink 260 feet beneath the sea.
I could see, like the guys on the bridge, when she went over.
We heard screaming like mates in the water, and the only thing we could have done was throw life jackets or whatever.
35 crew members went down with the Murphy that night, but miraculously the rear half of the ship remained afloat. Within 24 hours of the collision, what remained of the Murphy was towed to the Brooklyn Naval Shipyard for repairs. Thousands of New Yorkers, having heard of the Murphy's plight, gathered here at the Brooklyn Bridge to welcome her home safely. To show their spirit, the men of the USS Murphy used all of the destroyer's remaining power for one blast of steam from its one remaining smokestack. A new bow was built for the Murphy, and she was sent back into action in time to take part in the D-Day invasion in Normandy. While she was making history, she was leaving some behind as well on the floor of the Atlantic.
It's not a question that the Navy didn't know where it was or that no one knew where it was. It just got lost in over 60 years.
Thomas Gregg was a special man who came along at a time when he was needed most, a time that is now gone forever. When men believed and sacrificed, when heroes walked the earth en masse, when patriotism was not just a word, but by what men lived and judged the worth of each by. A man who lived a life most of us cannot comprehend, an era now gone. As this warrior's tour of duty ends at the station and begins anew in the heavenly fleet. Sail on, sailor, into your final tour. We salute you as we reunite you with your shipmates.